Question number 3, Elena Whittam.
Thank you. To ask the Scottish Government what discussions the Housing Minister has had with ministerial colleagues regarding any potential impact on rural community housing of its decision not to allow the use of fossil and biofuel heating systems in new build construction.
Minister Patrick Harvey.
I regularly meet with the Minister for Housing to discuss intersecting policy portfolio interests, including the heat in buildings agenda. The new build heat standard, which was scrutinised by the Local Government Housing and Planning Committee and approved without opposition, is an essential part of our commitment to reach net zero, and it will have a positive impact on rural housing. This was subject to full consultation in both 2021 and 2022. With both consultations showing strong support. New build homes are required to be highly energy efficient, reducing heat demand, but bioenergy systems can be installed to provide emergency heating where required.
Elena Whittam.
I thank the Minister for that answer. As the MSP for Carrick, Cumnock and Doon Valley, where there are many rural off-grid properties relying on oil and solid fuels as their primary heating source, can I ask the Minister for clarification in relation to the new build heat standard definition regarding emergency heating, where it states in some cases and where a need can be justified, given that wood-burning stoves are at the moment the most reliable and cost-effective backstop in isolated areas, and that they can help to address the significant issue of rural fuel poverty? And can the Minister provide assurance that building standards verifiers will interpret the regulations in a way that provides certainty for house builders?
Minister.
First of all, thank Eleanor Whittam for that question, and I hope that she will join me in reassuring those of our constituents who currently use bioenergy systems in existing buildings that they are not affected by the changes in the new build heat standard. We recognise that heating for emergency use will sometimes be needed, even in new builds, and that may especially be the case in rural and island areas. That's why the standard permits systems for emergency use, and that could include wood-burning stoves. In most cases, we think portable solutions would be more appropriate in those circumstances to provide emergency heating, for example, during power cuts. But the regulations require that heating systems are non-polluting, and a provision for emergency use was added, which is not restricted to clean heating in response to rural concerns. But the drafting of the technical guidance on what constitutes emergency heating can be difficult to reconcile with the nature of wood-burning stoves, which are generally installed for regular, not just emergency use. We've heard the concerns raised over the past week about the use of wood-burning stoves, and we fully take those on board. And as I said yesterday, we will consider what further clarity is needed in the guidance to address those concerns, and we'll continue to work with concerned parties, developers and local authorities to ensure that any updates to the existing technical guidance address this comprehensively.